The Hypervolt is a great tool to use if you work in an office job and you sit a lot and you're in front of a computer or you're on a lot of devices, whether it's a phone or a tablet. What ends up happening, and we're going to use Rachel here, what ends up happening is somebody's at a desk on a computer, their shoulders get rounded, their head go forward, and their muscles in their forearm get very tight, typically from typing. So what we're going to ask Rachel to do is demonstrate for us how we would loosen up the forearm muscles. So she can go ahead and turn it on. And we're going to start here on the forearm. And you want to go in the deeper area, the bigger area of the forearm flexors. And we're going to ask her to stay off the wrist bones and the elbow bone and just be in the muscle area. And if you find any areas of tenderness, you want to hold those for 30 seconds to get it to release and relax. And we're going to ask Rachel to flip over and go to the outside of the forearm muscles. And these are called your extensors. And both your flexors and extensors get tight as you're on the computer. So again, we want to stay off the elbow joint and the wrist. Now we're going to switch and we're going to ask Rachel to go up into her chest muscle. This is called your pec. So we're going to go up in here. We're going to have her stay off of the bone here called the clavicle. And we're going to ask her to stay off of the inside here called the sternum. And we want to stay just in the muscle of the chest itself. Typically it gets tight if your shoulders are rounded forward. Then we're going to go up into the upper shoulder into a muscle called your trapezius. So we'll switch her up into there. Same thing, stay off of this bone called your clavicle, acromion, and stay off of your neck joint.